Hey family, how you guys doing? See, like I'm under the weather. I am under the weather. And you know, this is Resilient Queen coming to you live with her stuffy self or annoying self today and frustrated self today. And then in a few, I gotta hit the road like a jack. But I said, let me come on before I go, because in a few minutes I have to go. So I said, let me come on for a few minutes. So I know I like to pop it up, and you guys know it long time. And anybody who watch my life always know that. So it's not nothing new, but anyway, this is your girl Resilient Queen, and I'm coming to you live directly from my kitchen, as usual, as always, majority of the time. And just coming to check in and see how you guys are doing. Today's big Monday, and I got a lot of rest yesterday, but exhausted today because I came down with the runny nose. You know, exhausted. 'Cause you gotta keep sniffing like a little dog. You know, so yeah. And my son teacher didn't have class today because her internet something was wrong today. So I sat today in the entire day and make use of it to kind of guide my son along the way. But even though I was guiding him, I was a little bit frustrated at sometimes. You know how you go when you have to direct your kids. Sometimes it can be overwhelming. And that's the honest truth about life, sometimes, especially when you have to constantly repeat something for them to understand exactly what is at stake or what the assignment is about. Or so sometimes you find ways to kind of cope, but sometimes you just have that one day where it's just like it's not working, it's not happening. You can have something planned, but then it's not happening the way you would want it to. So it kind of get frustrated at times and come off angry or so just irate at times, and it's like you just can't calm it down. But nevertheless, even though his teacher wasn't in class today, we managed to get some stuff done because when I go back to work, which starting today all the way back till Saturday, then it's gonna be a little bit more harder for me because then when I was going through most of his work, I'm like, oh my God, I miss a couple of his work for week two because some of the days I'll be sleep because I'm tired. So because I go to work back starting on Mondays in the night, so I was able to do a little catch up, with some of the stuff, and then with Epic because I'm not yet paying for Epic, but the school they have between 7 to 3, so 7 in the morning till 3 in the evening. So today I capitalize on that and make sure that he was able to do some reading, because some of the work that have to be upgraded to the system have to go through Epic, and that means he have to read. So I was able to get some of that down and everything. But guys, homeschooling, oof. You sat in homeschool, you might as well you take over kindergarten, a grade one. You might as well you do over grade one lesson. Because literally they got a lot of work for the whole day. They got media assignment, they got reading workshops, they got science he got science today, he got maths every day. You know, that's so much and it's overwhelming at times, but I took that challenge on, so I have to, work with it and to see how it's gonna be progressive, and that, you know what I mean. And we had to run outside today, get some leave because we're talking about the four seasons. So I'm back to little kids again, which it was fun. But then the part that is not fun is when you go over the assignment with the kids and then when you try to jill them now to see how much they have grasped or how much they were paying attention to what you were saying, and then they just shuffle back your brain like, okay, here come blank brain. The tears that say children were born like a blank slate. That's what coming up in my head when you ask the child the stuff that you had just go through, and then the child act like he don't know it, and then you're like, oh my God. I think it's Chomsky said children were born like a blank slate. That's all playing in my head. You're doing something with the kids and then you're trying to refresh their brain by asking them something that they just did. Not mean you don't ask them about yesterday, ask them about today. There's something that they just finished and they brain freeze. And you have no patience this time. No, it's like it's one of those mood days. So today's my down day, guys. I didn't get to clean up my house. I was able to wash up the dishes, but that's about it because I sat in class all day with him, and I just give him a break. Well, we get break in between, but when you gotta do what you gotta do, because if you have to work midnight, by the time you come back home, you're gonna be sleeping in the morning time. So most of his work he gonna have to do on his own, and then his computer was having issues because last week, well, 2 weeks ago when I was tired and I always just come in and slept, he make use of the computer by messing it up. So we may talk to the lady that was in his class today to say that his class was not keeping, and they get the computer tech, and the computer tech was able to ask me a few questions so they could get the code and stuff to get into the computer, and then they get into the computer, and they were able to navigate from there in, and I was able to see all of that. But the cool thing, one of the mentor called me today, and this is so funny because it's hilarious at the same time. And she was asking me some question about how is he doing in class, blah 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 da da da. But the interesting part I noticed was she said I was telling her that sometime he go on YouTube if I tell him to go read. I open up the reading app, but he went on YouTube. She said, "Oh, there's a way we could control what he's doing, and we could tell him, no, 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 you're not supposed to be here." And I'm like, what if I'm butt naked one day? I'm on the computer and they do that kind of stuff and all they see the woo. What I mean but naked, like you're just in your bra and your little bikini or whatever. You know what I mean? So now I know that you have to always properly dress when you come on to those kind of stuff, and make sure he properly dressed even when he probably not in class within that time frame, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like you're just doing his homework or so. But I try my best to make sure he understand what is at stake. Hi, how are you? Good night, good evening. You know, I try to make him understand as much as possible because I have vast amount of knowledge in dealing with children in a certain. Hello, hello, hello. You know what I mean? So, but it's the only challenge I'm having. I do better teaching other people children than teach. And sorry, and the funny part of that, I used to talk to other teachers too, and they say when it comes to your children, it's because you want them to get the best, and you're gonna find so many different ways to try to bring across a problem. Because for me, if I'm this, for example, if I'm teaching in maths, like how they are number band now, and when I'm teaching them math, I teaching him maths, and he's not getting it. For me, my head is just running, trying to find another way to say, okay, how can we arrive at the same particular answer using different concept or different content. And that's where the problem comes in. Now we use the building blocks, whatever we can use with fingers or with toes, if we have to jump, hop, skip, run, whatever. If you have to use a whiteboard, have him go up on the whiteboard and you tell him, okay, draw me 5 circles, blah blah blah, etc etc. Because it's not easy when you have young children, plus you have to work, plus you have to maintain the house, and you're alone by yourself. There's too much. One children always get left behind. And thanks to God, I keep the little one in school, so at least he can rotate with his memory a little until he get a little older. I just want to build the oldest one up so that he can understand what is at stake and what is required of him. Because when I have him understand from now what is required of him, what he needs to do, then sooner or later I won't have the challenge that I'm having now. Or what I'm faced with, I won't face with it because now he understand, you know. I don't smoke, sorry. I don't smoke. This yard they don't smoke, so. But anyway, I just smoke water and drink juice. Or drink my kombucha or something, something. Yeah, so, it's not easy sometimes. And then everything sometimes just become overwhelmed you know, especially when you want them to get everything at the same time. But then, as a mother and as an adult, I need to understand too that I don't need to put pressure on him. You know, what I need to do is just continue find the strategies, different techniques or different approaches to kind of help him combat what he's not getting. Even though I find those things, I still sometimes get irate with him. And I don't know why. If it's because I'm trying to be perfect with him with stuff. I don't know. But it can be, you know. You can't get over from 10 years. You funny. You probably need to laugh more. Laugh more will take your mind off a lot of things. I don't know what to tell you with that one. 10 years, that's a lot of years. uh, I'm not a man, so I don't know how to answer that one. I might look bald in under this thing, but I'm not bald. But for 10 years, brother, I'm sorry for you. I don't know what's holding you back, a string. Life is funny, you know, but if that person move on with his life, I don't see why you are stagnant. I don't see why you are stagnant. Somebody move on with their life. I've been in a relationship for 10 years. When that person move on, then so be it. You know, some things can hit you hard in life, but you gotta wake up, baby. As somebody in here say, all men smoke ganja goofy. Well, probably you need to smoke some Jamaica weed. You will get over 10 years. You said she married and shit. Now I'm still trying to figure out how to cook steak. Too bad for you. Beat up the steak and get some steak seasoning. Get the thing to tenderize the steak and get like a steak seasoning. Or some people use like a salt or black pepper and just dash it with the oven. How you like it? Rare, well done, medium rare. You gotta know because they have all of that over here now. But you know, whatever work for you, brother. You know, but 10 years. But anyway, such is life, you know. Everybody's story will never be the same. Sometimes it might be similar and it might be different. So, you know, it's just life 360 circle, baby, circle, you know. Well, that's all we can do sometimes. But laugh. Laugh will really kind of shift the narrative. And I really needed that laugh too, because all morning I'd be worked up, stressed out, you know, trying to, help my child, to understand different concept, different way of doing maths and arrive at the same answer and all these things. And even though he's young, I don't want to put too much challenge pressure on him, but I still do that if that makes sense. So I needed that laughter. So thank you for that. You know what I mean? So sometimes, there's many ways to help somebody. You'll be shocked. Somebody needed that laugh. You know what I mean? Somebody out there going through something needed that laugh, and that was me. So thank you. And like my darkness, because sometimes, you have in the world, sometimes that I am in. We have to say the world that I am in because, everybody perceive the world around them differently. So I can't say the world that we are in. I have to say the world that I'm in. Because I could be in a fantasy world. I could be in a world that is dark. I could be in a world that is, all effed up. You know what I mean? That is how we envision the world around us, So everybody way of perceiving the world is different. You know what I mean? Depends on what make it. Yes, but whew, it was just a lot of challenge, but nevertheless, we are overcomers. We are resilient. We know how to recover from a lot of stuff that set us back in life. And my son have that kind of personality as well. Because the way I get mad at him sometimes today, and then I saw him all happy again and laughing, and I'm like, boy, you're very much resilient. You know what I mean? Because as parents, our goal is to ensure that our children get the best that we never got. Like growing up, we have parents just working, 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 never really get time to really spend much time with us to kind of help us to understand the nature of life, the nature of this, the nature of that. You know what I mean? So when you have that parents now who start to drill education or the importance of this, the importance of that into their children, that's a big plus. It's just that some of the ways in which we may come off may seem arrogant, ignorant, selfish, petty, being like the B's and the C's and the A's, you know what I mean, and the F. But it's okay as long as the children are understanding in the aim later. That's all that matter, because then they can't say, Mommy neglected me. You know what I mean? They can say, you know what, Mommy whooped my butt, but she ensure that by the end of the day, I understand the content, the concept, or whatever was at stake, the assignment. You know what I mean? And that also helps children to become resilient and recover easy. So when they go out into the world of work later on, if they should ever go out into the world of work and decide to choose a path in life, whatever challenge hit them, they will have vast amount of experience to say, you know what? When I was a kid, my mama did not play. Did I like my mama for that? No, but guess what? What she embedded in me will help me to transition into anything that I put my mind to. And that's what kids need, reassurance, reassurance. And nothing is not bad to be hard on your children when it comes to education, because you see what the world is offering them now. So when they have education, they can decipher for themselves, but no education, then they're just in our world that everybody say, come over here. Yes, yes, yes. Come over here. Do this, do that. Yes, yes, yes. All yes, yes. They don't know how to say no because they don't know the difference between no and yes. All they know is yes, yes. You know what I mean? And yes is good, but you have to know when to say yes and when to say no. You know what I mean? And children nowadays need to have a mind of their own. And having a mind of their own is to kind of educate them on a lot of stuff, so that later on when they're making drastic decisions, they know how to really navigate their way, you know. And what better way to do it is through education. Drill it now in them, and later on, that structure will never grow old. It's like they say, you train up a child in the way he or she should grow, that when he or she grow older, they will never depart from it. Yes, they will depart, but they will always know where to come back, or where to head, where to go, because you have instilled so much in them, so they become balanced, well rounded. And a child who is well rounded is easier to gain structure in life better, as opposed to somebody who did not have it. You know what I mean? Not to say that they're not going to gain structure, but sometimes when they gain it, it's too late. They feel like the world is crumbling down on them because now it become too much of a pressure. But if something has, it's just like young children now who are exposed to sports and stuff like that. They know what it is like to feel pain for the first 2 weeks. Because when you have to exercise, they go, Mommy, my hip hurt, Mommy, my foot hurt, blah blah blah, etc. etc. So when they get older, they know about discipline early. So they know what it takes to get them from point A to point B. They know what it takes to get them to the NBA. They know what it takes to get them to the Super Bowl. They know what it takes to put their parents on the map. And when I say put their parents on the map, to get them out there so they can become marketable, profitable for themselves, so that they can help their family, take their mom, take their dad out of whatever. Okay, then get yourself together now with the clothes so we can go. So they have that foundation. So sometimes we look at life and we will say, wow, we can't do it. Yes, we can do it. It's just that when we're overwhelmed, it's okay to be overwhelmed. We just can't dwell on it. We overwhelmed today doesn't mean we're gonna be overwhelmed tomorrow. We sad today doesn't mean we're gonna be sad tomorrow. You know, that was today. Like today is just one of those days you just want to just sit down and just, it's like leave me alone day. Just leave me alone. And expressing my feeling to the children, I don't think nothing should wrong with that, because they also teaching them how to use their words. Like today he said to me, Mommy, you sound a little angry. I'm like, wow. Because the other day I had to catch him up. I was heading to the babysitter and I said, how are you feeling? Normally I ask him question. How are you feeling? I'm sad. I always use the word sad. And I had to say to him, you're bad. You're gonna be sad for the rest of your life. You don't have any other emotion, words out of vocab. You don't know any other word that deal with emotion. I said, how about being angry? How about being frustrated? About being happy? How about being embarrassed? I'm naming out some other ways he can use word without. Every day you hear someone, I'm sad, I'm sad. I said, what are you doing to correct sadness? It's like getting up every day and say, oh, I'm sad, I'm sad. But you just sit on one place like what I'm doing now. I just talking. What am I doing to get out of the frustration? What am I doing to get out of the sadness? What am I doing to get out of the anger? What am I doing to get out of the bitterness? I'm just giving you a list of words that whatever people are going to, that are negatively of impacting their lives. You know, what are you doing to get out of those phases? There's several things you can do, and laughter for me is really a therapy, because sometimes things really hit you hard, and sometimes there's no word to express how one is feeling or how am I feeling. Let's use me as an I, as how am I feeling. Sometimes there is no word to express that kind of emotion. The word is there, but it's not, like merging together or tying together. You know, the word is just all over the place, so there is no word to express the emotion that I'm feeling. Yes, baby. Look in the bag on top of the big bag on top. So it's just several things that can negative, sorry, can negatively impact you, and then when you're coming down with the flu too, the flu is making you irritable too. Just like a little baby when they get sick, the flu annoy them and they get frustrated, they get more clingy, or they cry a lot, and their cry is different as opposed to just need their diaper change or their hunger cry. Their cry is different. Because even recently when my son was sick and he go, oh, like he was in pain. I said, that cry is different. I never heard it with the big one, but then the little one was going, oh, and he was crying and he only hear, oh. I'm like, wow, he's in pain. And I had to catch him and hug him up and then give him some meds and everything and give him something to drink. He liked chocolate tea and everything because that cry was unique to me. I heard people talk about it. I read a lot of books about the different cues that children may use to say if it's crying, potty train, they need to go potty or they need to get the diaper change or hungry or whatever. But first time I heard that with my child is the little one. Oh, it could barely cry, but it just saw like a hearse coming from a distance. That was the wrong analogy, but anyway, yeah. But I'm feeling much better, people. Feeling much better. Yes. And I apologize to my son and give him a hug. And that's the other thing we have to understand. Yeah? What's in it? Come let me see right here. Turn around. Let's turn around right there. What's in there? Oh, yeah. Put some cocoa butter cream on there. You smell sweet though. Which one did you use? Which other body wash you use?
It was the water one. I put water in and guess what?
I hope it's not my body wash, because that smell good.
It's purple.
That's my body wash. You guys.
I'm gonna go get the one.
You go dry your arm. You dry your neck.
I thought it was phone.
What?
Phone.
Phone? No, I don't.
Mama.
Yeah, go finish up.
This was the one I used.
That's not a body wash. That's turn around. Let me see. That's a body wash.
No, you lotion.
Oh, you put. Okay.
Mama, eat.
You eat it.
Because actually, I didn't use soap.
Okay, go dry off your body properly with the towel. Give him the towel, Jay. Yeah. Let me see what time is it. Okay, 9:17. I'm a girl. I know Top Shot a real rude boy. Yeah. But I'm getting over my frustration for the day. And then I couldn't get to do nothing. I wanted to go washing. I didn't get to go. I need to go before it gets real cold. Cause today the weather was really nice in Michigan today. It was really nice. You see what I was wearing, so it's really nice. You know, it still require you to wear a sweater, but today was really, really, really nice, guys. Cause you know the weather pattern is changing now, but it's really nice. It's really, really nice today. But wherever you guys are, I hope you guys are doing well. Sorry, I hope you guys don't feel like me, but if you ever feel like me, guys, don't be afraid to laugh. Sometimes it's not always laughter. You could read a book, just listen to some calming music to soothe the mind or something, or if you have a good friend that you could call up and you could talk to. You don't have, sometimes when you're going through stuff in life, sometimes it's not really to tell people exactly what you're going through, but it's just somebody that you can confide in and trust to just talk about random stuff. Maybe about the apple without talking about the mango, if that makes, what I mean. You don't have to really go deep down into how you're feeling, like to go, like especially when it come on to relationship that you don't want out in the public or so. Just find somebody that you can talk to about anything, about a book that you were reading and how was the storyline and all these things. Just to share their thoughts and opinion. It's just like a lot of people who watch Days of Our Life, Young and the Reckless, and everybody always talk about. So it's just to get your mind off a lot of things that you're going through, so that you don't have to be so worked up and stressed out sometimes. Because many people, like myself, sometimes struggle internally because hola, thank you. Because sometimes we are afraid to speak up, and because sometimes we're afraid to speak up, sometimes that ruin our life, our day, our happiness, and everything. But when you realize that you can find somebody, you don't have to. Then I asking you, oh, so what happened? Who did that? Because that does piss you off sometimes. That personally will piss me off. You know what I mean? But if somebody coming to me and talking to me, I try to listen to what they have to say, and I'll give an advice, but I'm not giving an advice about the situation because I said I'm not in it, so you gotta know what you know best. But try to give an advice around it so that they can cipher for themselves, Because they always say if you have the handle and they got the blade, you gotta know which one is yours. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Mama,
Hey, how are you? Welcome, Brazil in the house. Welcome,
Mama,
everybody.
Mama,
Yes.
tablet.
No, that's not a tablet. That's a leapfrog.
Welcome to the circus.
Welcome to who, back?
Circus.
It's circus. So we look like circus in here.
Yes.
Oh, look like a chihuahua.
Mama, I made my own song though.
Uh-huh. What's the song?
Welcome to the circus.
Welcome to the circus. You're getting too big, that's why. But welcome to the circus.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
That's a nice name?
Yeah. Mama,
okay. Yes.
Mom, what's her name?
What?
Sometimes I watch scary, the scary video?
Curious, the scary video?
Yeah. That's the name. That's what it's called.
Oh.
And they call it circus. What's her name? Because circus baby.
That's a leapfrog, I mean.
No, this gone.
Leapfrog.
I mean, they know not.
Hiding these kids.
Wake up. Mama, Nick, I know
No. No.
Nick is still.
One day I will travel there, but not right now.
Welcome to your circus.
Where are you going? I know you're not coming over here.
I am.
Looking like Lord of the Rings.
Mama, come now. Look, I made scribbled
What?
on the wall.
It can wipe off. It's water.
Black.
It's a water marker.
Right, it's not water. No. It's not a water
it?
marker. It's a crayon.
Okay, I'll get it off with some awesome.
Okay, let me clean it.
Yes, people, I'm just here giving thanks, though. Giving thanks.
Hey, Mom.
Throughout the frustration, I'm giving thanks. It could be better. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mom.
What is it?
I just got it.
Yeah.
Welcome to the circus. Mama.
Oof.
Spider-Man. What did it got you?
Get down.
No.
And then since I'm doing those exercises too, guys, I see a lot of changes in my weight journey as well. It's
Mom?
not bad because I used to sit down and look at my neck, and my neck look like a double cross. Hot cross. Get down. Hot cross bun. But tonight I wanted to go live tonight, but I won't be able to because I gotta get my phone. I gotta get my phone sorted out, people, everything. You know, I'm just trying. Ooh, Lord. It's a lot, but when I can, I'll come on and everything.
Jump!
Oh, you gonna tell him to jump and he can't, his foot is not even strong yet.
Let me show you how to jump. He's so
He
fake.
jump, he probably broke those little tiny legs.
No, he's so fake.
Both of you fake.
I mean, just get out and hurry up.
I have two fake boys. Fake boys.
Hurry up!
They cry fake, they talk fake.
Hurry up. Get down.
That's our way of laughing
Get out.
after your
Move.
phone.
Sit down.
Okay, let him get. Where's the kombucha? Did you put it back in the fridge?
No, I drunk it off.
That's not true. Where's that kombucha? You think I'm playing with you?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Well, I will tell you. Kombucha.
Where is it at? Make sure you cover it back. Oh, they like to hide the kombucha.
Come on, Mary, get out.
Then pull things and don't drink it. And then I have to turn around and drink it.
Come on, Mary, get out. I'm gonna get down now.
Yes, family.
Let me get.
Well, it's 9:25. I'm gonna stay until 9:30. Then
Get out.
I'm gonna leave because I gotta drop
Get
them
out.
to their babysitter. But I said, let me just come on for a few minutes. You know, sometimes you're going through stuff. Like a day, you're just frustrated, angry, bitter.
Let's jump.
Name all the negative emotions and they affiliated with the day, how you're feeling, with your mood. And sometimes just hearing it from somebody else that their mood is messed up for the day too, it just gives you a sigh of relief to say, okay, I'm not alone, but at least throughout all that adversity, you can find ways to laugh, to cope, to just enjoy the rest of the day. You know, don't let that one little negative emotion or the two emotions that you're going through that are negatively impacting half of your day, impact the whole of your day. You know, there's 24 hours in a day, so we can finish the rest of the day positive. You know, hit that high note and just keep going. You know what I mean? I can hit the high notes in singing.
I jumped too.
Don't come further. What is it?
I jumped.
Okay, and stop. Our flooring is
It's
somebody.
somebody's roof.
Okay, good.
Five.
Yes. So, you know, it can really shape the day. Because sometimes, you know, we're doing so much in life that sometimes we don't even realize that we're going through stuff. Because we're always on the go. But when we really take that time to say, yes, okay, you know, ever somebody said, oh, today's my lazy day, it's because they're having that emotion. Maybe cannot be expressed. As I said, sometimes you're going through stuff and you can't express it. No, that's not good. Throw it away. Because there is no emotion at the moment to express how you're feeling. You have a lot of people who are upset, they don't talk about it, doesn't mean that they're not going through it. While you have somebody like me who will just say, you know what, I'm frustrated today. I'm angry. Use a chair. Turn around like a cat. I never said you were a cat. I said turn around like a cat and then crawl down. I'm teaching my son how to climb down. What? Turn around like a cat. Turn around. Turn the other way around. Look, turn the other way around. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Come on. You can do it. I've seen you do it before. Okay, turn around. Turn around, use your face facing the microwave. Come on. Turn around the other way, baby. Turn the other way, yes. Good job. Now put your foot down. Put it all the way down. Yeah, man. What's wrong? Jamaica tie up? What would Jamaica tie up with now? Jamaica tied up with, they say free Jamaica 2024. What is happening that I'm not aware of? Hold on, let me put this chair up here, sir. Get down now. Go get your clothes on. Whew.
Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome. Okay, turn around like a cat. Yep. Put your foot over more. Yeah, good job. See? Gotta teach your kids how to get around. Huh? Oh, yeah. That's life skill you giving these kids.
I did it.
Oh, yes. No problem. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's true. That's true. I can't let my toxic energy for the half of the day consume the whole 24 hour. No, then that would be a bitter I would be a bitter lady. Sarasi. You know, anybody knows Sarasi is very bitter. It's a Jamaican bush tea. I drink it all the time. They say it cleanses you. You know what I mean? But anyway, throughout every darkness sometimes is what is preparing you for what's to come, I believe. And
Mama,
self-awareness is going to be very important. Yes.
You know what all this?
No, that's okay. We don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Self-awareness is going to be very important throughout our dark times to start to figure out who exactly we are. Why are we feeling this way? What can we do to come back from this, toxicness that is trying to cover us in darkness? As somebody mentioned here. How are we going to make that leap? How are we going to jump to get out of that negativity so we can jump right back into our positiveness or our positive life of way of life? Because remember, I'm always saying, even though we want to be positive, every day we're not going to be positive. No matter how we act positive, speak positive, walk positive, all the time we are not going to be positive, because you know what? We are not perfect at all. We're going to have days where we look like Rumpelstiltskin. Anybody ever read that book? Rumpelstiltskin, Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. That's our old reading book. We just gonna have those days where our legs are longer than the rest of our body. We're gonna have those days where our limbs look like they're moving, but they're so flexible that they might broke. They might be broken. We're gonna have those days where our eyes are so swollen. They're not literally swollen, but because we're so worked up, we're so stressed out that it literally feel like they're swollen.
Mama, God Daddy.
Yeah, that's your goddaddy. That's your ugly goddaddy.
Yes, my daddy on me.
Uh-huh.
Mom,
Loving goddaddy.
Mama, did that you?
Yes, that me, yes.
That Daddy?
Yes, that Jaden.
That
So when teacher asks you what's your brother name, you don't tell teacher.
That's you?
No, that's not me. Who's that?
Daddy.
Yeah, so how you know how it's Jaden and you don't know it at school?
Yeah, happy birthday.
So what is it's all good, people. It's all good.
It's not nice.
I mean, I'm not gonna stay long because guess what, people, I gotta hurry up to go to work, so I gotta go get ready and everything. So and I won't be able to vlog tonight or whatever. But nevertheless, I will ride the storm out and I will get back to being 100%, you know what I mean? But such is life. It's a good thing I'm aware of what's going on, and the struggle is real, people, but we can get out of it, you know what I mean? We're not going to dive down into it. We're going to try to swim out, you know? Like I used to say, I'd rather stay afloat, meaning, when you're going through college and everything, and the work is so much and you're spending all that money to go to school to study and everything. I used to say I'd rather stay afloat, meaning that I'd rather get a C, because C is a pass mark. So I used to say I'd rather get a C than fail, than I get a F, because when you get a F, you really fail. You know what I mean? So I used to say I'd rather stay afloat even though I couldn't swim. So that used to be my mantra throughout college years, I used to say, you know what? Because it was a lot, because I was competing every week. I was out going out to represent and everything. That was a lot, and then we have to combine do group work, do school work, and everything.
I need my phone.
You need this?
No phone.
I don't have it. It's in the room, in the living room. So I used to say I'd rather stay afloat. So we call it sea. I used to say I'd rather stay afloat by swimming in sea, get the sea, and be okay with that and feel much better. Because then when you have to fail, I have to do it over. That's more money, you know what I mean? So sometimes we have to think about, yes, we want the A's and the B's, but if you can't get to A and B, there is a third letter can still make you pass your exam, and it's the letter C. Sometimes we have to accept that depending on how we were, structuring our life then to navigate through education and something. Same with life. Sometimes we plan, say, okay, this month we're gonna save $2, but then you realize that something went up and that $2 is no longer savable. You know what I mean? Because something went up, the cost of living went up. So then, okay, that $2 no longer savable. You know what I mean? Sometimes you realize, okay, this month I'm gonna put on $30 for this week for gas. Then you realize, okay, you're gonna have to put on $40 because gas price gone up. So that's just life. You have young children and you're paying for daycare, and then you realize you go back, and then within the next 6 months or so you hear, okay, $2,000 is no longer working. Now it's 2,500. So that extra $500 that you would say you're gonna put aside for rainy days no longer putting aside for rainy day. Now you're probably putting $250 aside. So such is life. Life have a way to kind of shuffle you. It's like in the deck, shuffle. And it shuffles so fast, and nothing is growing. Nothing is growing. Everything remain the same, but everything else is going up sky high. It's like driving a car off the lot. They say the value of the car start depreciate the moment you drive off, but the value of insurance is going up. I never understand that. Not to say I don't understand, but it's just funny. You know what I mean? So, and then it depends on where you're living too. So all that are factors that are taken into consideration as well. So such is life though. But anyway, I won't talk much any longer. So anyway, thanks to everybody who come in, support, and show me some love and everything, on a day like this. But you know what? Until then, I would say thanks to all my subscribers, my watchers, my viewers, my well wishers, my everything.
Mama, I'll buy you Mama TV.
Okay, I'm coming. Thanks to everybody who remind me of my dark days, or I have to stay positive. So I appreciate everybody, man. Prayers and everything up for everybody as well. And whosoever is going through, I'm coming. I'm going to turn it on. And for everybody who's going through stuff, I want you to realize that you are not alone. 1 second.
I need what Skibidoo.
You're not going to get no Skibidoo. We're about to go. We're about to go Skibidoo in the bed. So everybody who are going through something, you're not alone, man. Never give up, and just remember that when we think we're not loved, we're loved. It's just that somebody said our dark days, we gotta stay positive. Our dark days is a reminder that no matter how grounded we are, something is gonna come and say hello to us. You know what I mean? And we just have to be prepared and be positive within the same time. But sometimes it's not easy. But we're not alone, and I appreciate everybody. And until then, peace out and have a blessed night. Bye-bye. You're not alone.